Club Genius. It's the swingin'est place in town. Club Genius. Your IQ will come around from green to brown, from up to down, from Stalingrad to Vegas. Hey, open up them pearly gates for Club Genius. Look out! Hey, 7 pillars of Club Genius. When I hear the word culture, I reach for my TV guide. I reach for my TV. I reach for Club Genius. The only place to be. Hey, Club Genius. The only show to see. Mary had a little lamb. Louisiana had food stamp fraud. And you got Club Genius. No cattle mutilations here. Club Genius. Advance to the rear at Club Genius. Club Genius. Club Genius.
The Club Genius Salute to MASH, originally scheduled at this time, has been postponed. At this time, we will present Cable Television, The Path to Enlightenment, a frank discussion on the financial potential of cable television. Presenting the producer of Club Genius, Tom Zorobedian, its associate producer, Pamela Steger, and your host, Rudy Cheeks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Club Genius. This evening we're going to have a frank discussion, sober conference on cable television, the path to enlightenment. Right here with us this evening we have Tom Zorobedian, our producer, and our associate producer, Pamela Steger. And I'd like to start out by saying it's the most ridiculous get-ups I've ever seen in my life. I thought we weren't going to do this MASH thing. What's the story, huh?
You know, we had it all planned. Got the equipment, you know. We bought some nice T-shirts. A little disgusted tonight.
We even got a large for you, Rudy.
Got a large for you.
Well, that's extra large. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And the cap. I mean, you know, we were into this bit. We really wanted to do it. You were the one that canned it. You were the one that came up with this cable television.
Well, it was a last-minute thing, you know, because it was supposed to be Armenian night. And we had this band that the general manager recommended, and then we waited, and we called them, and they didn't call back, and we had to cancel. And you know why they didn't call back? You know why they're not here? Because we're not paying them. That's why. I said it, that's it, that's it.
It was the program director. Let's get this straight here. Yeah, this is true, and I think that's one of the main problems. That's why we haven't been on location in Los Angeles. That's why we haven't shot on the moon. That's why we haven't had any of the great political candidates, or of course Shecky Green, or Buddy Hackett, or some of my very close friends. Even Tubby Boots hasn't been on the show. Why? Because we don't have a budget. It's true, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, it's been really tough trying to run the show like a Greek pizza parlor. But we've done our best, and I'm gonna. Now, what was this MASH idea? Let's see if we can. Now, this is the kind of ideas we are stuck with now, and here's. Tell us what this MASH thing.
It was a great idea. I mean,
brilliant,
you know,
sure.
all of the country was watching MASH on Monday night. You know, I mean, we figured we'd ride the crest of the wave. We could introduce a new line of MASH clothing and stuff that would probably be trendsetters.
Look at this.
Club Genius would get a great reputation. You
Yes,
know,
we bought
fashion
clothes.
setters.
We had it all. I mean, we had to come up with this at the last minute. You see, we got moving sets here.
Camouflage cummerbunds and stuff.
It's amazing. We had to pay extra for the sound in the background.
And we even did some research. We put, you know, a lot of time into some research about, like, you know, what happened to all the favorite characters and what they did when they returned stateside.
Hold on. For instance.
After MASH. This is an after MASH thing.
After MASH.
For instance,
after MASH.
Charles. Let me start with Charles. Now, Charles, and we put time into this. Once the Armenian show went through because the program manager's recommended band didn't show up, we went and did the research.
This is interior
30 minutes at least I know I gave.
Oh, man, I went over that. I went 40, 45. Now, Charles, if you watched the last show, and I know everybody in the world did, I mean, you probably like taped it and was home and stuff watching it.
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it. Okay, well, almost everybody watched
American Gigolo on the other station. I love the body of Richard Gere.
A communist, you are a communist.
Well, for instance, Charles, music was really important to Charles. And what happened, when we say what happened to Charles, what happened to the character that Charles was based on, he actually came back to the States and just gave up rock music and got into rock and roll, became infatuated with the Beatles, the White Album, changed his name to Manson, and he originally was on the Tom Schneider show. This is what happened to
we found
Tom.
that
Was Charles, the real Charles,
The
person.
brown-eyed Manson man.
Yeah, but now we can't even mention that now because the bit is squashed. We don't have time for it.
Forget it. You know,
And for
it's
instance,
that
we
kind
were
of
going to talk
material
about who
stuff in
else?
here. Well, Hot Lips Houlihan.
Hot Lips. We were going to, if we had time, we were going to do this.
Yeah.
You know, Hot Lips left the show saying something. She was going back to find herself and everything, and she had this father thing to work out, and she ended up doing some research up at Harvard and getting in with Timothy Leary, and last known, she was running a house of prostitution down in Las Vegas somewhere.
That's right.
Catering to Irish.
That's right. But
And
now,
older
the
men.
Irish.
Older men.
Irish can
older men.
apply.
that's right. But
Right.
see, now we just can't even do that. For instance, we were going to talk about BJ. Now, BJ's big thing is he hadn't seen his daughter in 2 years. And he came back, and the character that Honeycutt was, I forget his real name, but he came back, saw his daughter, Erin, I think it was
Erin,
in
it
Mill
was
Valley,
Erin.
and of course he was in love with her, but he had a little problem. He actually became infatuated with her, and he and Erin actually ran off and produced some pornographic films. I think it was Erin Does Pittsburgh. Is that the one? Well, we were going to talk about that, but we just, now we
was it
can't.
Cleveland?
Change your name to
It
Liblevic.
was,
Okay. Well,
It's all money. Money's the money.
I
Money's
mean, I spent
everything.
45 cents on this star, you know, just to do some heavy research for this bit.
Okay,
We
look,
found out
look at
some valuable information.
everything you need to know about
But
MASH
no,
right there in that
we're going to
star,
talk
huh?
about money.
But I'll tell you, if there are any young people watching cable TV, if you're thinking about getting into it and learning a little bit about TV and kind of the excitement of it, just
Come on
forget
down.
it. Forget it. Because
Come on down and be an intern.
yeah, if you
Come
want
on
to do
down
it
and
for
be an
free,
intern.
there's no money. It's kind of a waste of time. And we're here, and we're doing this because, you know, we don't bowl, so we might as well be here. But other than that, this is like no money at all. Forget it.
Yeah. And there's no potential either. So there we go. No
Well,
future.
we've kind of
no
proved that,
future,
but
no future for you. But another one of the let's forget about this here for a minute and just say one of the criticisms we've had is that we've not had enough music on the show. So I'm going to try to resolve that issue this evening and do some live music. I'm going to bring on now Mark. We've got a musician. We can't afford all the musicians we'd like to have, but we can actually. We did scrape up some money and we've been able to bring a musician on here. And here he is, Mark. Can you come on up here, Mark? Okay, here's Mark, who is a musician. Here we go. There we go, Mark. There we go. Now we can. And of course, I wrote this song this afternoon. Okay, Mark, what are we gonna do? Where's our microphone?
see, there's not enough money.
There's not enough microphones. Here we go. Here we go. Myra, let's take that right over here. Thank you very much. And Mark, we're gonna. There we go.
Can't afford a piano. We had to get this.
We got the. It's not bad. It's a kind of a portable piano. I kind of like it. Okay, well, I wrote this song just 15, 20 minutes ago. Yeah. What's the problem here? Need the microphone?
Show's over.
There it is. There you go, folks. The miracle of unidirectional microphones. Get right up on it there, Mark. Right up on that mic. Okay, let's go. If I had a budget, we'd have a fancy program. The show would be in color. Okay, it already is. Yeah. We'd get rid of this clown, and we'd hire an entire orchestra, and then we'd have jobs for all my brothers and my sisters. Oh, all over TV land. Ooh, if I had a budget, we got a lot of interns. They'd wear the latest fashions. They'd all be young and gay. We'd have a lot of showgirls, and Shecky Green would guest host. And then we get phony jobs for all my brothers and my sisters. Oh, all over TV land. Yeah. If I had a budget, we go on locations. I'd cut a deal with NASA. We go and shoot on Mars. And it would be a great show, for it would star Wayne Newton. And then all my brothers and my sisters and my nieces and my nephews. Oh, all over TV land. Yes, all over TV land. Yes, okay, live music, hey. With no budget. Still, with no budget, we bring live music to you. What? This is a fascinating situation, too, because we have cameras now where both lights are on simultaneously at times, which is another new innovation in studios here. Okay, folks, you can't see any of this stuff. It's all right. It's all right. But right now, we're going to go to a videotape. And, yes, we hope to go to a videotape. We're hoping things aren't going to break down. Yeah, we're going to go. Okay, we're going to go to a videotape right now. It's of the Cambridge Harmonica Orchestra from Cambridge, Massachusetts. Some friends of mine, this is a 65-piece harmonica orchestra from Cambridge, Massachusetts, world famous, been on the Today Show, been on Letterman, everybody, now they're here on Club Genius. So let's take it away now, Cambridge Harmonica Orchestra.
Got a note on my door about 3 or 4 months ago saying to that heavenly harmonica player, please stop playing your harmonica at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You're keeping us up all the time. But that's typical. That's typical all the time. I mean, there'll be times when you'll be driving down the road and you'll see a car go past you, and this guy is playing while he's driving. Oh my God! You know, I would say it came together pretty dang quickly. We got it together in 3 days to do the first thing that we'd ever done before. We had, I think, 36 people to do that. And, you know, Boston and Rhode Island have always been such a big center for the blues ever since the, I would say the late 40s. It started in Cambridge. And Eric von Schmidt rolled into town and kind of grew from there. And, you know, the whole Harvard Square folk scene, and then it kind of turned into electric blues scene, that's where Rhode Island started coming in, the Westerly people and the Providence people. And it wasn't really too hard getting it together. To do that.
structures and it's all written out. But there are solo parts. Different people are allowed to freak out at any given time, but it's structured. We practice, in other words. I mean, there is method to it.
A lot of people assume that women in a band are there for token value and can't play. So I have a real hard time getting past that. Usually once I get to play, I'm pretty well accepted. But I go to Berkeley. I've been there for quite some time, and I'm also a recording engineer and a producer. People find it very hard to take me seriously at first because they assume, you know, they say, oh, harmonica player, ha ha ha, play any musical instruments, ha ha.
We didn't really want to get too electric, you know, there wasn't a lot of temptation either, you know, you can sort of make a complete full sound just sitting in a room with a bunch of harmonica players. You don't need all the added stuff.
The rotation of the Earth on its axis if we got everyone in the entire world to take a harmonica at once and blow it in the same direction. This is just a theory, of course. It's not proven, but eminent psychologists and scientists have said that largely that's within the realm of possibilities, and I'd like to see that happen myself.
I'd like to see happen is to get a contingency in every city in the United States and get a national harmonica band. We're all playing together and cut some records and do some more national TV shows and just generally spread the word of harmonica around, get it around. Like my man Brian's theory there, get it around the world.
Okay, there it is, a piece about the, well, let's have a little bit about it. Piece shot by our field coordinator, our technical coordinator, Tom Javon, on the Cambridge Harmonica Orchestra from Cambridge, Massachusetts. Bunch of swell guys. I'm kind of an honorary member because I said so. Okay, right now we have real talent, a local talent search that was made by one of our talent scouts, Bonnie Flanders. And she went out and she found maybe the most exciting group I've seen in a long time to come out of this area right here. It's right here from the Cranston area. And I want to bring them to you right now with the very exciting Wild Weekend song, The Neighborhood Kids. Let's hear it from the Neighborhood Kids. Okay, great. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of taped applause that nobody can hear. Okay, let me see if I can get in here. I don't want to block out anybody, but this is Nina DeCristofano, right? Nina's here, and we have 3 sisters. Is that right? Gina, Lisa, and Maria Galato. Okay, where's the 3 of you? Okay, there you go. There's 3. And over in the corner is Tracy Vallerine. Hi, Tracy. And these kids are actually from this very neighborhood. You guys are from Cranston, right? Yeah. And I don't know who wants to talk, but you have. Where'd you start this act? This is one of the best things I've seen in a long time. Where'd you start? Anybody wanna?
Lisa's parlor.
Lisa's parlor, really? And where do you get? Do you practice?
Yeah.
Where do you practice?
My parlor.
In your parlor? Okay. And okay. Now, who wrote the song? Who wrote the song that we just heard?
My mother.
Your mother wrote the song. Okay.
Yeah.
And when did she write? Did she write that recently?
No, a long time ago.
A long time ago, huh? Let's see. You don't want to count because she's here tonight and there could be trouble. Okay, I understand that, and got to keep off of that here. Now, you guys are. Well, you have. These are your posters, aren't they? Did you bring these in? You brought these in from home. Now, this one here is one. This is handmade. Who made this? Who made the poster? Nina, you made the poster. What's this?
What is it?
Yeah, maybe we can get a shot of this poster, huh? Can somebody move in here and shoot it, maybe? I don't know. Let's see if we can.
It's Pac-Man upside down, a couple of groups, AC/DC and the Go-Go's, and a whole bunch of lines, ziggly lines and everything. I don't know.
Well, that's pretty interesting. What did you make this for school, or you just made it at home for yourself?
No, we're not.
In art class in school, huh?
Yeah.
And you guys are all in school right now? I take it nobody's graduated yet, right?
No.
Okay. And whose posters are these? Whose skate poster is that? Mine. Okay, that's Nina. These are all yours, Nina, or
yeah.
So you brought these all in from home. Well, they're great. And by the way, you probably get do you get some of you get the cable at home?
Yeah.
They watch the MTV. So you got any favorite bands? What are your favorite groups?
Go-Go's and Musical Youth.
Musical Youth. You like Musical Youth too? It's tremendous. I predict stars of the future, the neighborhood kids from right here. I predict ultra stars. Now, not only do they sing, do posters, dance, and go to school, and practice in the parlor, not only do they do that, but they also are artistes of the high order filmmakers. Is that true? We have a film here tonight, and you did that, right?
Yeah.
Now, when did you do it, Nina?
About a few years ago, 4 years ago, 3.
About 3 or 4 years ago. So this is when you were pretty young. How old do you think you were when you did this?
About 7.
About 7 years old. Here's a film by Nina that she made when she was 7 years old. We're going to cut to it over here. Let's see if we can have a little incidental music with this, too. We can cut to the film. Table music. Maybe you can tell me a little something about the plot of the film here, Nina. What's going on here?
Well, me and my friend Lisa were waiting for Bobby to come up. He's the waiter, and he's gonna feed us food.
He's gonna feed you some food, huh?
Yeah, he's gonna serve us.
Yeah.
Except he's kind of clumsy, as you'll see.
He's a little clumsy.
Here he comes.
This is Bobby the waiter, huh?
Yeah.
Who's playing Bobby the waiter?
Bobby Rebello.
Robbie Rebello. Whoa, what's going on there?
Well, he just spilled coffee on Lisa.
That's how Lisa reacted, huh?
Yeah. Just spilled coffee on me.
Oh boy, this guy's a real klutz. What's going on now?
He just we're arguing about it.
You're arguing about, what's the argument about, though? I mean, you just spilled coffee on everybody.
Well, he's taking the food off our plates and putting it, we dropped it, now he's putting it back on the plates.
And you're going to eat it?
Yeah, he wants us to.
But are you going to?
Yeah, we drink the coffee.
So you don't seem to care. This is kind of a cheap restaurant, Nina. I hope you're not paying too much for this. And that's the end, huh? Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The end. This is the. Hold on. Hold on. There seems to be something else going on here. What is this? Uh-oh. 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 Whoa! A lot of action here. What's this? Some physical violence. Did you have a stunt kid do that or what?
That's a stagecoach, and those are the cowboys riding in.
Oh, they're riding in on bicycles. Whoa! Hold on. They're breaking up this tea party here. What happened? Is there some gunplay going on?
Yep, they just held up the stagecoach.
Uh-oh. Everybody's taking off, huh? That's smart. Let's run away. Whoa! Fighting. What's this, Jonestown? What's this?
Everyone's dead.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. That's quite I guess, the end. Okay, except for that person who says the end. Okay. Right. Yeah, that is... What is that? What? This is a puppet that... Okay, there you go. What is? What an exciting, yeah. Very much. Nina Cristofano's exciting film there about, who knows, is there a title for that?
No, not really.
Untitled One. Thank you very much, Nina, one of her first great pieces of work. Okay, right now, are we going to a commercial? Okay, we're going to go to a commercial. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Thank you, neighborhood kids. Okay.
Welcome to Leo's Bar and Restaurant in Providence, Rhode Island, where the elite of New England society dine regularly. You will be served by our gracious staff of waitresses, who will see that you are given every courtesy. Our food, which will addict you, is made from the finest materials, and all our meals are prepared on the premises. Our professional bartenders, Gus and Zippy, mix the most delightful drinks, and you will frequently come back for more. Yes, it's Leo's Bar and Restaurant in downtown Providence. Our cup runneth over.
We're back here at Club Genius, folks, and it's all we needed to know, that people still loved us. We've been, as we've been fiddling around with the format, one of the ideas that we've had is to have sort of a salute to great geniuses of the past, present, and maybe even the future. We saw some great geniuses of the future right there, the neighborhood kids. And I want to speak now about a great genius of the past, a man who, well, although he was a comedian, and a great comedian he was also a great social thinker. And a man who, I don't know, a lot has been said about him. I think Jackie Gleason said it best when he was a very, very close friend. And a man who really exemplified what Jim Nabors later became, a man with a very, very weird voice situation. He's the John Stuart Mill of comedy. He's, I think you know who I'm speaking about now, Frankie Fontaine, of course. A credit to his race, a credit to the handicapped around the world, and a man that I deeply respect, and passed away a few years ago. So right now I think that we'll get down to an actual serious tribute, a musical tribute to Frank Fontaine. So if we could please just cue up that record now. I'd like to give my musical tribute to Frank Fontaine.
Bubbles in the air, they fly so high, nearly reach the sky. Then, like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A touch. Hi, folks, we're back. Let me give this a little, that means we're back. That's the official signal that we're back. Right now, we thought we'd, as a public service, we'd view a little film from the telephone company. So if you might, let's get on this right now. A little film from the telephone company, some interesting material. Back, turn it off.
Whoever heard of making paper cutouts soft? Yes, that is just what Bell Telephone Laboratory scientists have done in their efforts to learn more and more about sound, its origin and reproduction as speech. These scientists have developed devices that take speech apart and put it together again. An interesting example is a lighted drum, upon which are mounted odd-shaped pieces of black paper. Although they appear to be of haphazard design, each was made with the utmost care to a pattern developed after many months of study and experiment. In studying the dissected speech sounds, telephone scientists have followed the example of Alexander Graham Bell, who spent a great part of his life working to develop some means whereby the deaf could learn to speak and to understand speech. Bell used a series of handwritten characters invented by his father, made up of curves and straight lines that indicated the position of the throat, tongue, and lips in forming and pronouncing syllables. But it is a far cry from Bell's visible speech symbols to the black paper cutouts used on a revolving drum to reproduce speech sounds. These are modeled after patterns made on a sound spectrograph that automatically translates spoken words into readable patterns. If words could be translated into patterns, the scientists reasoned, why couldn't they check themselves by translating them back to speech? The answer was, they could. The black paper cutouts mounted on the illuminated drum interrupt the light as they move past a series of photoelectric cells, thereby causing the cells to generate signals which produce speech sounds. When these cutouts are properly arranged on the drum, they certainly can talk. Listen as the device recites, "Mary Had a Little Lamb."
Mary had a little lamb, its voice was quick as snow.
By making minor adjustments, the device can be made to speak in many different voice pitches.
Mary had a little lamb, its voice was quick as snow.
Let's listen again after another adjustment is made. The device will now produce a higher voice pitch.
Mary had a little lamb, its voice was quick as snow.
No human voice participated in these demonstrations. The speech sounds were made by the artificial speech device. It is being used to learn more about ways to see speech. It may eventually lead to the development of devices that will benefit the deaf.
Yes, there we go. A message from the telephone company. See, you people probably never seen anything like that. They use these little mini microphones here in real situations. Look at this, huh? I think a lot of you people out there, it's exciting. I like it a lot more than like the big stuff they have here. It's kind of cute. It's like a Barbie mic. And I don't mean the Butcher of Lyon either, so before I be attacked by that. Okay, right now we're going to a piece by Ajax Bazian. So this is one of my favorite Ajax Bazian films. So let's have it right now. Ajax Bazian, playing Noseball, I think, right?
Hello, sport fan. Ajax Bazian again, and you know, I am finding here in USA nothing getting excitement in people like their favorite games. Sports, you know, baseball, home runs, football, you got touchdown, hockey with a slap shot. You name it, and thousands of fans would give right arm to be there. But over here would be hard-pressed to find anybody ever hearing of a face shot or a slam nose dunk or see a sight like this one. That's right, it is me riding high above crowd at Armenian New Year's Noseball Parade. In fact, Noseball is so popular in my country, every schoolboy has at least one hoop in the backyard, like this one. But like all sports, it takes great concentration, real psychology for great noseball play. It takes practice, sure, but it helps to be born with the right equipment. Take this beak, for instance. Belongs to great noseball rebounder Snif Mazurkian, all Armenian right forward. Note the natural cradle of the pocket of the nose allows the tiny ball to slip in there securely, while wide nasal cavity allows for thrust of air, putting topspin here And that is a noseball, my friend, you cannot stop, no matter what. Sure, I'm talking a lot. But the real convincing thing is the excitement of one-on-one. Let's go over to the court. Boy, some workout. But before hitting the showers, I know a lot of you youngsters want to get started in your own noseball league. Two important things first. First of all, look in the mirror. If in the middle of your face is something closely resembles tail fin of 57 Plymouth Fury, you got it made. But instead, if you are owner of Peter Pan-style nose, you go out for golf maybe instead. And I know you kids are qualified who want to send away right away for my personalized noseball practice kit. Works like this. You do this all day long. You never have to bend over once, left or right. Works wonderful, comes in its own sturdy carrying case. So I see you next time when we learn about nose darts. So long, and remember this little Armenian phrase, it's not how big your nose is that really counts, it's what you got inside.
Thank you, Ajax Bazian. We're back here at Club Genius. We're back here. Oh, where are we? Are we right here? Can people see me? We're back here at Club Genius. I'm showing some movies for the gang here. Now, if you think our show is bad, we picked out this little gem from the 1950s starring a fellow named Carlton King. And this is from upstate New York, I believe. And this is one of the most interesting television shows I've ever seen. We get a little footage in the beginning. I will guide you through it. But later on in this, you're going to see, this is what we call Carlton King's Treasure Island. I think you're going to be very, very interested in this film from the early days of television, kind of like the present day. So let's get right on this here. Well, here we go. Here's some of the early stuff. This is the scientific part of the Carlton King's Treasure Island. See, there's the scientific stuff right there, yeah. Some of you physicists out there will probably recognize it. Here we are on the exciting Ride to Nowhere. This takes place, of course, in Baltimore, Maryland. You can tell by the Johns Hopkins sticker on the window of this car. There it is. Look at these cars. Everybody's driving vintage cars in Baltimore these days, and this is just another example of that. Whoop! Look out for that Brinks truck on the left there. There's a bus. Just keep going straight. Keep going straight. That's it. Yes, if you're ever in Baltimore, make sure to stop at the Blue Ribbon Meatpacking Plant over there on the left. Wonderful tourist spot. Now, yeah, let's take a left. That's right. Take a left here at the bank. And then take a hard left. Hard left. That's it. That's it. Right along here. And there, if you can see over there on the left, is the Pawtucket train station, one of my favorite spots. Immediately from there we go to the jungle. And here we are in the jungle. And here's some of the creatures you'll find in the jungle. Of course, a little baby alligator. And a bird. Snake. Yes, all these creatures in the jungle. And there's a fellow there who said, what? Club Genius next week, Wednesday night? I'll be there. He's climbing down the tree. He wants to also see that Comediac nightclub act on Monday and Tuesday nights. That's starring me. All you people get out there. Pay money. Come, come, come. I need the attendance. And we're watching for the big 3 splashes. There you go.
It dates back to the beginning of time and has resulted in an art beauty culture whose history runs like...
This is the Carlton King show. In fact, it's a test for the Carlton King show. We're not using any makeup. It's just a test. It's a sound test, of course. You know, they can talk about adventures in far-off places, in Africa, and even way up in the stratosphere. But for me, the stories of pirates of old are full of excitement and anything I've ever heard of before.
Pretty articulate there, Carlton.
Tonight I want to show you the 4th chapter in our story of Treasure Island. See that? Treasure Island.
I can see it, but I don't believe it, Carlton. Okay, let's get a real close-up of Carlton's rug right now.
Hi there, kid.
Look at that rug.
This is a test at the Ajax Telephone Studio on the Carlton King Show. We're doing this without makeup,
Except for that toupee, I guess.
so you'll have to bear with it. You know, they can talk about their adventures in the far-off places in Africa and way up in the stratosphere. But for me, the stories of pirates of old are full of excitement, more excitement than anything I've ever heard of before. Tonight, we have the fourth chapter in our story of Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson.
As told to Classics Illustrated. Look at that hanging microphone, folks.
Hi, kids.
Not much of an improvement from Club
This
Genius.
is a test for the Carlton King Treasure Island show. Standing on either side of me are two of the famous characters in the show. In fact, they're the ones that are going to portray the characters. This here is Jim Hawkins.
Yeah.
And this, of course, is Ben Gunn.
Ever Freudian Ben Gunn.
Rough and tumble, Ben Gunn. Ben, how do you feel about playing the part?
I feel very, very good.
You feel
Ready to
good?
go right now.
You ready to go now?
Yes, sir.
Well, don't start on me. This is only a test, you know.
I'd love to.
And
It's
you,
getting
Jim
very
Hawkins, how do you
Freudian
feel
here.
about it?
Very exciting indeed.
You look very excited about the whole thing. Well, you know what I'm going to play? I'm going to play John Silver. Me, John Silver. How about that?
Plenty of silver?
Plenty of silver.
Ooh. When can I see it?
You know, Ben, you and I get in a couple of fights, though. You know that, don't you?
Uh-huh.
You know, you're really bigger than I am.
I understand that.
You know that, don't you?
Oh.
You're a little broader. And you're the instigator.
Look, don't
you know
look
that,
at me. I'm too small for you two guys.
You're too
Take it
small.
easy.
Yeah, but in the play itself, you're pretty rough.
Hey, guys, this is kind of like the women's forum here.
That's right. Well, kids, don't forget to watch this show, huh? We have Ben Gunn in here, and we have Jim.
And now we have the character actor. Here he is, method actor Al Pacino Jr.
Just looking over this book entitled Treasure Island. Now, it's been so long that I haven't read the story about Treasure Island that it's mostly all slipped my mind. I see where
Too busy rehearsing
Captain Flint,
Shakespeare in New York, I guess.
the captain who buried the treasure. I had even forgotten about that, but I see the map now, and I see the directions of the ship. It shows a harbor and all the different little islands in that particular group there. I see some of the characters here. I even forgot the fellow's name that had the one leg. That's supposed to be John Silver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then let's see now. Here's another one. I can't see his name here. Just all, it tells all the talking.
It tells all the talking.
Then it shows a doctor, but it doesn't even tell his name. Captain? I can't find none of their names. We'll have to do a little better than this.
Well, I'm not going to really
Oh, yeah,
expect much
Black
better than
Dog.
this. It's like Club Genius here.
Doctor. No,
This man is having a hard time reading a comic book for us.
There's no names there. I don't remember none of them.
Well, I think he gets the role.
Hi, kids, again. This is now the conclusion of the Carlton King Treasure Island show test.
Now watch this slick ending, folks.
Before we sign off, I'd like to call in the characters once again. We have here Ben Gunn. Come on in, Ben Gunn, will you? Glad to see you, Ben.
How are we doing?
Glad you like the part. And, of
Oh,
course, we have
sure
Jim
do.
Hawkins over here. Jim, come on in and say hello to the kids. Good to see you. And kiddies, don't forget, these are the two main characters in Treasure Island, and look for it, will you? It's really an exciting show. I'm going to watch it myself. Believe me, I am. Okay?
It's a really interesting story.
You like it, huh?
I don't think they realize when they started.
Oh, yes, they do. I know when I was a kid, I used to like it.
Oh, I loved it.
Okay.
Slick ending.
All
here,
right.
Slick.
Hey, keep going. So.
Don't forget, kids, watch it. Every night. 5:30,
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. The story of Treasure Island.
We'll be seeing you.
Ben Gunn and Jim Hawkins.
The excitement will make your hair stand up.
That's right.
And here we go. Just another little shot from, this is like something from your movie there, Nina. Very exciting. That's just our little mascot. Yeah. There it is. A little fun with film.
I'm in with the in crowd. I go where the in crowd goes.
Okay, we're here back at Club Genius. Yeah, that proves it. You know, when you don't have anybody in the studio audience, you just like try to cover the applause for yourself. Okay, we've got something exciting happening now. We're going to actually talk on the phone once again, and let's run that number up there. Put it up on the monitor. Our number to call here, Club Genius. We haven't done this in quite a while. We're giving a chance for some of you viewers out there to call in and talk to yours truly. See what you liked on the show tonight. Maybe you like the Neighborhood Kids. I personally thought that was the best part of the show. They were tremendous, and I'm going to try to have them back as soon as they can get some more songs up. I think they're working on them now. But there's our number right here, and we'll be taking a few phone calls in just a minute. As soon as we get some action here on the phone lines, we'll be calling into you folks. And in the meantime, for your dining and dancing pleasure, don't forget to... No, never mind. I'm not going to go on with that. I'm just going to see if there's... Gee, there's nobody out there calling. I can't believe it. Usually the phone lines just kind of jump. People, I guess, have been lulled to sleep by this exciting show. I just can't... Is there no... Nobody called in on the phone. I get the phone here, and seems to be no... Oh, here's some people calling now. They've just been able to get to their phone, fumbling to their phone. Let's see who we have on the phone here. Let me see if I got a... Here we go. We're talking here on the phone. Who is this? Steve?
Yes.
Hi, Steve. How you doing? You been watching the show?
Yeah.
And any comments, any criticisms, any interesting anecdotes? You'd rather see a good rock band. Well, I thought the Neighborhood Kids were pretty good, didn't you? I think it's kind of more unique than like your average rock band, but...
Very true.
Very true, yeah. But did you like the Neighborhood Kids?
They were decent.
They were decent, yeah.
I liked the films.
You liked the films?
Yeah.
You liked which one, the telephone one or Carlton King?
More of the cowboys there.
The one with the cowboys in the beginning, yeah, Carlton King, yeah. Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that, Steve. I'm going to talk to somebody else now, but thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Hi, you're over here on the line.
Yeah, I was wondering how you catch the Neighborhood Kids at some local bar or something like that. Are they touring it all, the East Coast, Europe? I don't know.
If we're touring Europe, we're touring every bar in Europe. That's right. You've kind of yes. Well, no, we're not on tour. We're here in the studio. This is about the only place that's giving us any equipment to do this kind of foolishness. But
now, is the children's mother here? I just want to make sure that this is an up-and-up show.
Oh, for sure. No, we have them. We're not going to shoot them on the camera.
No, don't shoot.
Asked not to. Yes, they're over there they're just shaking their heads right now saying, no way, no way. They are here. All the kids' mothers are here. Right? Everybody's here. Okay, they are here definitely, and they have guns trained on me, so in case I do step out of line. But the kids did great. Naturally, we always have guardians on the show. This is the kind of way we deal with it. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Listen, more films. Films are great.
The films are great. Okay, great. Thank you very much. We'll try to do that as long as, of course, it's complete copyright infringement. But
oh, yeah, that's good. Hey, and is Mark Tabor going to play again before the show's over?
Oh, I think Mark is going to play again before the show. Is this somebody calling up from the studio? Sounds like somebody calling from the studio. Okay, hello.
Hi, Rudy.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay, who's this?
Little red-haired girl.
This is a red-haired girl.
Yeah.
Well, I know a few red-headed women.
Well, we're usually there, but we just didn't get up this week because you never tell us when the show's live and when it isn't.
Well, that's because we don't always know.
Yeah, budget problems.
Yeah. Oh, how you do? Oh, this is another part of the Armenian cult here.
That's right.
We've got it. Okay.
That's the one.
Well, we didn't know that we were going to do a show. In fact, we didn't know up until today that we were going to do a show because a few of the guests canceled out. We were lucky enough to get the Neighborhood Kids and cook up and show some films and this kind of thing. So.
Yeah, Carlton King's my favorite.
Carlton King's your favorite.
I'm glad you could expose the rest of the cultural people to such things.
Yes, watch it every night.
That's right.
5:30, 6 o'clock. I thought she was going to say 6 o'clock.
I was going to.
But you didn't.
I love it.
You love it. Right. I'd love to. Okay, well, this is the Carlton King fan, and of course he's. If he ever finds this out, we'd be like in people's court in a minute. So we're just going to keep this low, okay?
I'll see you around.
Okay,
bye-bye. I sent you a nice present at the Eagle, so watch out.
You left me a nice present?
I sent you a present to the Eagle, so watch out.
Ooh, someone's sending me presents.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that's it, folks. I believe that's it for this week. Playing in a little minor key here. A song by Mark. Mark, you want to... Maybe you might want to sing this...
drive a street sweeping machine. A street sweeping machine. I'll keep your road so nice and clean in my street sweeping machine. My street sweeping machine. I go to work well after dark, around about 12 o'clock. I work until dawn. When you get up, I'm gone in my street sweeping machine.